Oh, that's how I get to the quest list. Well, we could very quickly go back and turn some of these in.
Wait, we never turn these in?
Some of these we have to turn in.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could turn them in if you want extra XP, and then what would you do? Just teleport back? Even though he's already present?
Yeah. We'll do that.
Great way to just leave your little brother hanging. Literally.
That fight is hard. That's part of the reason why I'm so, like, vehement sometimes about doing all the side quests, because, like, it's freaking not easy. I guess the alternative is, let's tease people. Let's finish this off tomorrow.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's 1 a.m. for us.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of people that are bailing because it's late. And I'm personally getting pretty tired, too.
And hungry.
Yeah.
Way to leave it on a cliffhanger, though.
Yeah. I've seen worse. These fights are tough. Alright, I guess that's something I could do to fix things up.
Hey, you leveled up.
Yep.
What else do they need, though?
Oh yeah, he's got another quest. Good.
So
Dawes just wants us to go kill some monsters. Yeah, the other thing is I'm overheating bad. Yeah, go kill a bunch of these things. But during a rain and a thunderstorm. Well, at least we can kill a number of these. But yeah, so I think I'm just gonna chill and do some side quests for a little while.
Okay.
Get them out of the way. I think that's what I'm gonna do in general, is maybe what we do is plot until we get stuck. And then I just stop and do side quests. You know, all the ones that we picked up. Because
what?
There are definitely going to be some moments where we just get, like, wrecked. And it's going to be tough. And the easiest way for us to get around that is just to say, alright, let's just come back later. Once I've done the appropriate quest. And that way we're not spending, you know, 5 hours just to progress, like, one chapter.
Yeah, we've been playing much of the night, and...
I mean, it's a long game. There's only, like, 20 chapters, so that's not terrible. But if we cut out a lot of the side questing, we would actually cut out a considerable amount of the game time.
You know, it reminds me of other games that I've played, and I would almost prefer that they had half as many quests.
But there were meaningful ones?
But they were meaningful ones, and they actually had more dialogue and almost cutscenes as well. Kind of like how Witcher handled some of them.
There was a lot of pointless garbage in Witcher, but a lot of the side quests truly felt like well done. Wonder how do I get girls like you?
Oh, that message was deleted.
I mean, it's a super weird question to ask.
Well, I think the question was, how do I get girls like you, as in addressed to me? Oh gosh, that is unfortunately.
Well, I mean, they want pickup advice. I don't know.
Unfortunately, I get this a lot when we play either together or my own solo series, where if I just politely respond to someone's questions and such, they're like, oh, you know, I am so jealous of your husband or your boyfriend and stuff. And I go, really? Is that how people value me, or like women or girls, just being able to date them? It's one of those things where, for me, friendship is what matters most. I became best friends with Wander first. And the reason why we became best friends is because we had this shared love of video games and science fiction and movies and television shows and books, and so much of that. Well, we had experienced so many of the same series growing up, from Star Wars and Redwall and various Nintendo titles and things of that nature, that there was a lot that we had in common.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna switch beyond this. The trick is not to just find girls. Like, the problem is...
And also, if that's your aim from the start of a friendship, then it's already tainted.
Yeah. And girls can tell when you're going at them with ulterior motives.
Mm-hmm.
So it's generally better to just...
Because it's terrible when you find out that someone has been pretending to be your friend just so that they could potentially date you.
Yeah. Like, do not try and become friends with somebody just because you want to date them. I mean, yeah, I guess.
You may have had ulterior motives in
Not
talking
initially.
to me. Not initially. Definitely not initially.
Like, eventually I was like, oh, yeah, we might be more compatible than just friends. Which was true. Like, initially, you were no different from, like, half the other ladies in the art program just because...
No different. Now,
I'm not going to go into art school thinking, I want to get with every single one of these people. That would be gross. I'm going to take my own advice preemptively.
Definitely. And for me, I was afraid of dating. Specifically because I didn't want guys to try to use me.
But also, if you're asking questions like that, my bet is you're probably also kind of young for romance. Or socially inexperienced.
Or just in it for the wrong reasons, too.
All of those things, yeah. Which means, go meet people.
And also, you don't get a girl. Women are not something to be acquired.
Unless you're a Tingle?
What? A Tingle? You're playing with that joke again? Really?
Tingle? I mean, did you see Pinkle?
I saw Pinkle.
She was a conquest.
No, it was probably because he wooed her with his love of map making.
Mm-hmm. So now we are mail carriers for this dude.
The Nopon.
Let's see. So I think we're done with this area.
What's that?
What's what?
Oh, the whole Tingle clip.
Oh, Tingle is
People are
willing.
showing the Tingle clip.
I'm very proud of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously? Do I not have any side quests? I guess I got that one there. Whatever the heck that is. And then there's that one there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand we're probably talking to the air at this point, but I really hate when things like that are brought up. Because...
I will admit, there's a couple of reasons why I take umbrage with questions like that. For starters, it is a person that I've never seen before in chat, and that's the only thing they've ever asked. Which is just like... That makes me feel dirty.
And it's also, we get so many responses where, ooh, there's a girl talking. And either people are outright Ew, girls.
Ditch the female.
Ditch the
Gosh.
chick. She's so annoying. Or it's the opposite of, wow, her voice is sexy. Is that your sister? Is she available? And it's just like, what? For
Your
goodness
sister
sake.
sounds cute. Got that one 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah, I sometimes take screenshots just to have like a long list of things like that for an eventual YouTube video someday.
Wanda, you're so lucky to have a wife like her. Cripes. Hey, it's this guy.
Oh, look. Wait, is he wearing glasses?
Yep. Badu's out on an adventure. I haven't had a good time finding food. Garo looking for me. Badu make Garo worry. Then Badu having a good time. You forget about everything else. Badu is always lost. Badu always make trouble. I go back soon. You come too. Oh, I thought he was actually going to bring me along. And I was like, oh, sweet. Now I don't have to walk.
Oh, that's a... is this the wind one again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured since we're here. If I do dumb gem crafting, this would be a good...
It does beg the question, how many channels out there are siblings?
Not many.
I think the problem is, unless you are still in high school when you start your channel and work together, or you're in some odd a living situation where you're still living with your siblings, but maybe you're out on your own, separate from your parents, but not separate from each other, then you might still remain with your siblings. Or you're the kind of siblings that are like, yeah, let's get together 3 times a week and play games.
I mean, I am playing Terraria with my brother.
You are playing Terraria with your brother. I mean, I can understand the occasional series playing that with the sibling, especially with, I mean, with the capacity to record online. Yeah, that makes it far more achievable.
Now, I almost wonder sometimes if it's an extension of main character syndrome. I'm sure there's a better psychological term for it, but you know when, like, you think of yourself as kind of the protagonist of your own story. And I find for some people, it's super obvious that, like, they don't think about other people as potential main characters, if that makes any sense.
Of their own story.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is true that when you're playing a game, you often disregard NPCs. That is... but... No, I really think it's because there are a lot of expectations regarding the sequence one takes through life. It was always the, go through school, graduate college,
And that has
married,
some really
have
toxic
children.
consequences.
Huh?
I think that has some really toxic consequences,
yeah.
the expectations set for, like, how life is supposed to go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and they're often happening out of order or not at all, like certain sequences. And there's also, too, this... I think, unfortunately, there's a glorification that goes on. I mean... Oh.
You bring letter from Daza? You wait here for Garo. Oh, Garugu. Garugu give you reply. You cannot lose Garugu's letter. It's really, really bad if you lose it. Thank you for helping Garugu.
Aw, at least they're both camping. But...
1 second. Sorry, here's another one. Garugu is so happy Badu back. Garugu is so happy he asked you to help him. I'm glad everything worked out. Bad.
Expect no less from you.
Badu never leave Garugu ever again. Garugu, thank you so much.
Now, did his friend just disappear again? Oh no, he's back.
Yeah, he just Oh, gosh. Badu want to thank friends, but I know you good. Can you help me thank friends? Do you know about Nopon's secret present? Could you go into more detail? Snap. So I tell you, need Tokilo's egg to make Nopon's secret present. Also need Pandora mushroom. Badu want you to help.
Oh, do they make mushroom omelets?
Probably.
I'd love that.
Badu make something when you bring egg and mushroom. Then I give to friends.
Mushroom omelets.
Windy Cave and Zax's Guidepost. Those are elsewhere entirely. Yeah, we have not gotten to those sections. I forgot how freaking long the beginning of this game is.
Mm-hmm.
Or just this entire game. Like, at this point, we are, what?
Now, what was I saying? Alright, so about expectations and stuff. The other thing, too, is, don't you notice, and we encounter this with a lot of media, but it seems like a romantic subplot is always one of the driving forces of a narrative.
Yeah.
You always have the main male and female protagonists, and they might start off as friends or compatriots and comrades in arms and stuff at the beginning, or maybe even one of those situations where it's like damsel in distress and such, and maybe they hate each other at the start, but by the end of the film they've fallen in love and things of that nature. And I mean, I admit, when I was a kid, I daydreamed about, fantasy realms and adventures and characters and such, and I was like, oh, that'd be so cute to
Speak for
fall in
yourself.
love
I still
someday.
daydream about that stuff.
Huh? Oh yes, I mean, I still do too, but a little bit less so about the whole, characters falling in love and romance bit, because, well, it's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
But in any case, so there's that, but then there's also there's this kind of terrible rite of passage mentality with adulthood and stuff. It's like, you're not a real man unless you've been with a lady. It's like, no, that is
There's
not
a lot
a
of toxic
standard or
masculinity that just
goal
gets
post.
mildly thrown around in terms of, what dudes should or should not be like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's up there. Oh, gosh.
Oh no.
Oh, dang it.
And so people feel this overwhelming pressure to find a romantic partner because they've been told all their life that it's their only way to have,
I love it how this guy just totally bails. And we're
and
still
stuff like
talking
that.
about this. Doesn't actually bother me in the slightest. Just amusing.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of pathetic.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's not something that you can force, nor should you rush into blindly.
It was an interesting thing, even separate from romance, the expectations of career and colleges and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That it's not infrequent for people to get... Ooh. Whoa! That's a level 76 with a bunch of
Uh-oh. Yep.
grubbin dudes. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore them. Serious massive.
So about expectations?
Oh, I've known a lot of people that get really mad post-college about the
job market?
Yeah, the job market and their expectations and, ability to actually get a job.
Because back in the day, college, graduating from college wasn't the norm. I think you would have been lucky if even a third of people graduate from college. I mean, maybe I'll have to look at the statistics now, but it was one of those things where the majority of people just had a high school education and could find work and such, but to go to college meant that you were that much more qualified and had more opportunities. But now that it's the norm, it's just as difficult. And also, if you think about it too, a lot of things have been automated, a lot of things have been shipped overseas, and we're working with on a global scale. You're not just competing with other people in your hometown. for jobs within your hometown. People are competing with each other in an industry that spans several states, the country, the world, and nothing's guaranteed anymore. And you're so often told, oh, if you work hard enough, good things will come to you. And while that is true, there's also a lot of people that feel stuck because no matter how hard they try,
they're not going to be good enough.
Yeah, what's up with these guys? They're not attacking you.
I am like 10 levels over them,
so
they're scared as hell of me. The over commodified college. That's a very good way of describing it. Because it's not that college is bad. In fact, I found it to be quite valuable, even though I'm not using my degree in the slightest. But over commodifying it is a great description of, like, making it too necessary, but not, and some other things.
And so many people are being left in with, you know, almost $100,000 in debt sometimes, and the jobs that they're able to acquire afterwards won't be able to pay off those debts for years and years and years to come. Yeah.
At the same time, I would say college, maybe I'm giving it too much credit, but I feel like...
Ooh, what are those egg sacs? Mysterious Barnaby? No. Not getting close to that guy. He is a death trap. Is that the item you need?
That's the egg I need.
You need an egg? That special egg?
Yeah, that freaking Nopon is like, hey, by the way, go in here, grab the egg from this.
I assume that Nopon can wait a while?
Gotta be some time where it, like, pieces out or something.
Uh-oh, I don't remember that egg wiggling before.
Oh, yeah, they're all wiggly.
They're all wiggling?
Yeah, look at how big they are.
Uh-huh.
Andorra pods.
No.
Oh, gosh.
I think you need to come back when you're level 70, but will that...
There's gotta be a way to get around it.
Because that's just a recipe for disaster. You have him at the center guarding the egg that you need. And then you have all of these pods ready to unleash a new horde of arachnids.
Got it.
Are you really just going to sneak up to it? Well, it looks like it's sound-based. Is it blind? See how it has the little audio sign?
Yeah, it's sound-based. I didn't realize sound-based meant that if you just go real slow.
He does turn, though. So be careful. Like, I'm pretty sure if you bump into him...
Who knows?
I think he's gonna turn around. Yeah. Careful.
Peace, suckers!
Why did you set that one off?
I want to see what would hatch.
Something's coming out. Oh, man. Wait, how is that coming out of an egg? What is...
I think it just random spawns like a high-level mob. But, that was real goofy. Alright. Then if we're lucky, this is the last one of these I have to fight. It'll make me very happy. Nope. So the cost of college is not worth the job opportunities it gives? I think it depends.
It definitely depends on what kind of degree you're going for and
what kind of
also
person
the
you are, what kind of
program.
industry you're going into.
I find that there are also some schools that are better equipped at giving you networking opportunities than others.
So, like, from my perspective,
And
the job
internships?
opportunities that I got through my college were super garbage. And the skills that I learned, I could have learned on my own without a teacher. That's not necessarily true for a lot of jobs, but, like, I spent about $100,000 on college tuition. Maybe a little bit less. I
Well, our
prepaid it
parents
and it
did.
was right before the 2008 crash. So if you account for everything, I think I got one hell of a discount.
Mm-hmm.
Hate these. Hate not 100% drop rates. It's miserable.
Yeah, and I had gotten scholarships, which is why it wasn't as bad for me. Carl and I went to the same college.
I had a scholarship. It just wasn't as good. I probably could have pushed harder for a better scholarship.
The reason why my scholarship was good is because I had applied to other schools in the state, and one of the ones in town was offering more. So our school matched it. You know? So, but you said that you only applied to our school, right?
I started applying to UMass Amherst. And Tufts. And like one or two others. But in the end, I did not actually... It was one of those where I did an early application. And effectively it was just like...
And because you did early application, you're supposed to give a confirmation sooner.
Yeah, well, so effectively I applied sooner and got accepted sooner, so I was just like, oh, hey! Yeah, I just recycled all of my other applications. Which I guess I've heard is kind of risky. I had one friend who got accepted to a place by, like, they were like, yeah, actually, we didn't mean to.
Wait, but I think that would be their fault.
It was, but effectively the college was like, yeah, you're not actually accepted. Don't come in the fall. We have no place for you in the program, blah, blah, blah. And he was so mad. And I think that actually might be somewhat illegal, but...
Yeah, how could they possibly rescind it for being a mistake? I
can kind of understand it. It's the question of how long did it take for them to rectify their error?
Because then he wouldn't be able to apply for other schools.
Yeah, and that's what happened, is that he withdrew his other applications because he didn't want to, you know, obviously, waste anybody's time. West is that? I don't know. I guess we'll go find out. What's illegal now? It's... I don't actually know if it would be considered under promissory estoppel, or probably not. But the idea of accepting somebody to a college and then rescinding that and them summarily, you know, canceling all of their other applications under the assumption that they would be going to this college, and therefore not having any college would screw you over. At that point, I'd say just take a gap year and just do other things. Which I sometimes wonder if that actually would be better for a lot of people if they just took, like, 1 year to sort themselves out post-high school.
I don't know of any friends that did that, but...
You know, I'm obviously glad that I didn't, but I feel like if I had a year to, like, really grind out my skills before going to college as an artist, you know, maybe start that webcomic.
For me, I needed to go to school in order to convince my parents to give me the tools to do digital illustration.
Yeah, and...
Because beforehand, I was only working in pens and pencils and paint, and I desperately wanted to learn digital illustration, but I wasn't... I was still working off the family computer, didn't have access to tablets. you know, didn't touch digital painting at all. Like, maybe I tried MS Paint way back when I was in elementary school when it first came out. But I think it was also, for me, college also challenged me to be more accepting and, like, understanding of other people from, you know, different places and different circumstances after having been in a very insular high school, pretty much being taught alongside the same honors and AP students. Huh? What's going on?
The item I want is below me.
And then also, just being on my own for once. I mean, granted, I was still in my hometown at this college, but having a little bit of distance from my family and a little bit of freedom for the first time, having to make new friends, getting involved in, what was it? Oh, the cosplay troupe. And things like that.
Yeah. And, like, I'm glad I went
I
to college for kind of similar reasons, because I developed such a strong work ethic as a result of being in college.
And I found that we learned a lot from our peers, too. Like, I wouldn't have started selling at anime conventions if it weren't for our friends that would do conventions themselves.
We had something similar happen to you. Applied for a postgrad teaching qualification. College lost your application, constantly reassuring you they still had it. Placement was good. Finally came clean during week 1 of the new semester, and I had to wait 6 months in order to reapply for the next semester. I feel like that's the kind of thing that you 100% could have, like, sued them for. I realize in America, I guess we're infamous for, like, suing for things like that, but forcing you to wait 6 months
6 months is
because of their
a
mistake,
long time. Yeah.
like, that feels like the kind of thing that you should be like, yo, you just screwed my life up for 6 months. Still need money for lawyers. There are lawyers that would probably dive for that one. No.
No.
I was thinking dive.
Oh, Ernest's friend's grave.
Let's place the flowers. What's going on? It's the one that killed his friend.
Oh. The arrogant Tirkin.
Well. But no, like, there are a number of lawyers that will absolutely work on spec if it's like a slam dunk case, because that's easy payout for them.
Yeah, the one issue is sometimes even a consultation costs a lot of money. It depends.
So I'll play this game. The second one took 150 hours to finish. If you don't go hundo on it, it's not nearly as long.
Admittedly, we are doing a lot of the side quests.
Yep. Most of that's just because I was going to be kind of here doing it anyway. And we're almost done with all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what level are we now? 26. Yeah, we're getting a little bit to go hundo on the second one.
Only
Damn!
level 26?
What was that? We're level 26.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to see how many more levels have we acquired since we tried fighting
2.
that boss last? Just 2?
Yep. But yeah, I don't know. If you're on the wall because of how long it is, and you haven't played Torna the Golden Country, I'd say do Torna first. But this one's definitely long, though. I'll admit that fully. Wow, you find for me. Now Badu Badu give present to friends. Glad everything worked out.
I expected no less. Sorry.
Doesn't matter, it's pointless dialogue anyway.
I wouldn't expect any less from you.
Yikes, you hom-hom that helped Badu Badu. Badu Badu asked friends to look for materials for her own gift. Hom Hom, all look same to Badu Badu. Badu Badu should look at Hom Hom faces more careful next time.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's a fair bit for the 100% for 2 is grinding cores to RNG all the blades. Oh, I just totally skipped that. I just wasn't even worth my time. Girugu need help again. Badu Badu got gone again. That doesn't sound good.
Thinking of helping out, Shulk?
Yeah, if you could help. Girugu's scared. Badu Badu still not come back. He want to thank you by to go out by himself to find present. Again, why? What's he playing at? Why'd you take your eyes off of him? Girugu need to watch Badu Badu every second and every day. Badu Badu always get lost and never listen to what Girugu say. You're amazing. There aren't many like you around. Maybe I had the nope on all wrong. He was telling me about beautiful flower he want to get. It's on top of big waterfall. Maybe that where Badu Badu is. Can you go find it for me? I'll get Grand Gear and Electric Plus. I never did these quests.
Alright, so that's the flower?
Kinda. I guess it's over there.
Ah.
But yeah, I 100% did not bother at all with any of the, like, collectathon, unlock all the blades in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I liked the idea of it, but I wish it had been closer to the Jin in Golden Sun, where it wasn't RNG based. It was like side quests and hidden dungeons and objectives. That sort of thing feels so much better. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's the last Rogul.
Wow. Oh, it's gone. Thank you, Rain.
Yes.
Just chasing that guy out. What time is it? Somebody says what the time is. That doesn't seem correct. It looks at wrist with tattoo of Rhine. Oh, yes, it's Rhine time. I love the dumb memes.
There he is.
Badu Badu come to get flower called Ether Wisdom, but there are lots of monsters just now, so I could not go. Badu Badu want to give thank you present, but no can do. I know, you get flower for me. Badu Badu need present to thank friend. Once again.
You can't see the characters.
Yeah, he doesn't know what we look like. So he's sending us out to get our gift. Luckily, I've got all the quick travel locations, so it's just like, whoop.
How would you have found this otherwise if there wasn't... I wish they had a modeled flower.
So realistically, if you were to explore this area from from top to bottom, you would have found the flower anyway.
And you would have had it first, yeah.
Yeah, I should have just grabbed it when I went by. I just wasn't thinking. I think that's how it almost always works. But no, when I played this the first time, I had a walkthrough next to me just to find every monster. Because, like, these exclamation marks and the quest markers did not exist, so you just had to either wander and fight everything or look it up, and both of those were kind of miserable. Especially because a lot of the enemies show up at different hours of the day, and some only show up during the rain or thunderstorms. Which is not fun. You're getting quiet. I assume you want to stop?
I am lost in thought.
This Ether Wisdom, such beautiful flower. Badu Badu will be so happy. Badu Badu will use it to thank friends. Glad everything worked out. Huh? You already helped Badu Badu. But Badu Badu bad no pawn. Badu Badu just want to give you thank you present. But now Badu Badu know that he just caused trouble for you.
Oh.
Next time Badu Badu tell Girugu before going anywhere. I could not get flowers, so found other presents as well. This present for helping Badu Badu. Thank you so much. See, at least this quest chain is, like, slightly charming.
Oh, it's cute.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's funny that they get so much enjoyment out of landing on their backs and hopping upright.
They're bouncy ball creatures.
Yeah, our ball creatures. You've collected them all. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I haven't told you what the remedy about the remedy I'm going to make. I'm using the ingredients to make a potent anti-insomnia remedy. Now all there is to do is get Gorman his medicine. I'm so glad everything worked out. You did good out there, you lot. You have my thanks. Work here. I want to see this story. Have they finished it?
No doubt about it. Those are sour gooseberries. I'll use them to prepare the ink. Won't take me long to mix the paints up. Wait here a moment. That's it. All done. Should be enough paint. I'd ask, could you give the paints to Matriona? I would do it now, but I can't really face her right now. Please, it's best you hand them over to her. Well, I better get back to my writing.
She's right there.
Oh, are they for me? A letter and some paints, and they're for me one. What a pleasant surprise. I'll be needing these paints to draw pictures for the book. How thoughtful of him. I spoke quite harshly of him earlier, but I see I spoke too soon. Ewan and I will endeavor to make a wonderful book together. I want to show it to everyone when it's ready, not just to Pama. Recently, that's how I feel. Those feelings encourage me to work hard. Give Ewan my thanks when you see him.
He's right here.
Matriona liked them, really. I couldn't have done it without you. But to give me the nudge I needed. Please accept this as a token of my appreciation. And don't forget to thank Matriona when you see her next. With a quill in my hand and a whiff of ink in the air, I feel alive again. I'm truly grateful.
If they don't tell us the story, I'm gonna be upset.
Why are we assuming Matriona is old? Matron. But she's not. She's not old.
She isn't old?
No, she's actually like a middle-aged woman. Oh well. I have some excellent news. The picture book for Pama should be finished soon. How exciting. It's still not perfect quite yet, but I'd like you to take a look. It's about a river spirit that grants a wish to a sad boy named Pama.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, river spirit. River spirit. Pama come to play. What? Where, Pama drowning? Glub, 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 glub. Help!
Oh no!
Pama! You think this might tempt Pama to go and play in the river? Damn it, he found out. That does sound dangerous. I suppose you're right. I'll just have to edit my picture to not give Pama any silly ideas. Toss him in the volcano. But to do that, I'll need a lake drop.
Oh, I'm crying right now.
Lake drops make a unique pigment, perfect for painting over things. They're extremely rare. You might be lucky and find some at Ragdoll Lake, though.
Oh my, I feel so frail and weak. If I had some medicine, I could get better and look after Pama.
Feed me. What now? Is something the matter? Just be careful out there, okay?
Oh, my eyes are stinging. The tears, they're salty. And they're flowing.
My life is torment.
Give Pama a picture book. Oh, what a delightful thought. He looks so sad recently, and it would certainly cheer him up. I wish I could be with him all the time, but I have this ailment. I need my medicinal herb tonic or it'll just keep getting worse. If I had my medicine, I could be with Pama wherever he goes. Sorry, if you hear tissue kind of brushing against the microphone, it's because I am drying my eyes.
I am very proud of myself.
Well, it was...
You just were not expecting that voice from that notebot at that moment.
Well, just also the thought of encouraging him to...
Just drown himself by accident. Nopon are not smart. They're numerous to guarantee their race's survival, not their own. So a monster rushed you when you put the flowers down. I knew he'd be there. Did you take him down? Can't thank you enough. It's finally over. Someone lied to me and my friend. There were crystals there. We went, but there was nothing. And on my way back, we were jumped by a Turkin. Friend died to protect me. Still gives me nightmares.
Wait, so you just sent other hapless people out on missions for fool's gold, or in this case, ether crystals, to get them killed too? I don't like this guy, regardless.
I haven't been able to trust anyone since. But you trusted me and went to put the flowers on his grave. I got revenge for my friend. Thanks, I really mean it. Okay, everything worked out. Just a little something for me and him. It's like I keep feeling we're almost out of side quests, and we keep getting more. Bit more.
They're never ending.
I'm enjoying this, though.
I suppose he was testing the main characters to see if they could defeat the Tyrkin, but...
Yeah, but he very clearly could have just gotten them all killed.
Mm-hmm. Several times over. That, or you could have just asked for them to fight the Tyrkin.
Yeah. Hey, you look like you don't suck. Go kill this thing for me. Okay.
It killed my friend. Pretty much. The lake drop.
Oh.
Ooh, is there a secret cave?
No, herb medicine's up above.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least it takes no time to load in. I can't get over that a little bit. Like, every once in a while I'll play a game with painfully long load times, and it is just torturous.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, wait, how is that a hot taro?
Oh, but I really want bubble tea right now.
I mean, I could make bubble tea, but...
Do we still have the bobas?
We have tons of bobas.
Ugh.
They're not the good ones, though.
I'll eat them.
Mm-hmm. And we can probably put them in, like, rice milk matcha tea or something.
At some point, maybe like a month after things reopen and hopefully haven't had an outbreak, maybe we can hit up Awajimaya and grab, like, a bunch of things.
The good bobas?
Yeah, the good bobas. You know, just go, like, empty our freezer out a little bit and then restock hard on that stuff. Or we could see if Instacart allows you to order from Awajimaya, because that'd be lovely. Oh, something for me. You got the lake drop. It was water. I'll mix up some more paint and get to work redrawing the picture. I'll be finished in no time. Can you wait? I've been wasting all my time on you already, so sure, why not? Thank you all so much. Can I get you to give the picture book to Pama? I know he'll be delighted with it. Pama just
and
eats
can you
the book.
imagine how that is a one-in-a-kind work of art? One-of-a-kind work of art, I should say. Oh, look at Pama.
Ryan, get out of the way. What? Friends looking for Pama. This picture book for Pama? Matriona and Ewan make it? Thank you. Pama really like it. Everyone here's so kind. And it's gone.
Where has he gone?
drown herself in the lake anyway.
Here, let's help her.
I think she's actually fine.
Pama started smiling again. We won't stop him nattering on now. Just you see, at last, something to rejoice about amongst all this suffering.
Yeah, I think in her case, we finished her quest ages ago. Like when we found the thing. Alright, last one.
I just want to see if Pama's out by the lake.
Nope.
That's not Pama.
Is that
There's
Pama?
Pama. Yes, that's him.
Matrion and Ewan gave me picture book. Pama read picture book at night, so now can have good night's sleep. Pama's still considering drowning, though.
Hunter.
The blessed waters will consume me.
Okay. Well, at this point, everything's done, right?
So checking this quest list, there's one more timed quest that I'm gonna go get done, like, immediately. And then we can say, like, screw it to side quests. I just really hate seeing that clock pop up and being like, oh.
Uh-huh. I just dislike the fact that we were going to face the boss and free Juju. And then
he kicked our ass, and I was like, I'll just go finish up the side quest that I wanted to anyway. Plus,
I'm just imagining us teleporting out, and Zord is just standing there, like, ah.
Well, guess I'll just eat the kid. Cool.
on one hand, I love the idea of a game that it operates on under like a real-time clock like that where it matters. On the other hand, that sort of
It's
thing
stressful.
sucks.
Well, actually, so it's another thing too of, does it only occur when you're playing the game or not playing the game? Because that's what made me ultimately want to stop playing Animal Crossing.
Yes. If it had been locked to not a real-world clock, I would have been super down with any Animal Crossing game.
But we can't play Animal Crossing daily,
Yep.
which is
We
what-
have a bunch of friends who have been, and I'm like, that's cool.
well, and a lot of them are also, you know, in quarantine and other things, and
Yeah, I just can't do that.
mm-hmm.
Because, like, I said to myself at the beginning of the year, reduce grinding. And I realized this has kind of been grinding.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I can at least somewhat accept it, because it's not like I'm fighting the same monsters over and over again, and for the most part, it's just like, go here, kill these guys, go here, kill these guys.
No, we cannot play Animal Crossing daily.
Yeah.
And also for us, it was just a matter of you would accomplish stuff, and then they would say, hey, but this building that you just threw a lot of money into won't be ready until tomorrow, or this won't be ready until tomorrow, or, you know, if you want these new recipes, come back tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And I just... And then there's also the fact that your town can become dilapidated and overgrown with weeds, and I suppose in the older games, people could actually leave if you weren't interacting with them enough. I don't know if that's the case in this new one, or if you have to force them off in order for them to leave.
Wait, I'm sorry, I just totally zoned out there. Who are we forcing out?
I'm just saying that another reason why I didn't like feeling the urgency of playing Animal Crossing is that if you abandoned the place for a couple days, everything would be overgrown, and in the older games, you would even lose your villagers.
Okay, so I think, unless I'm mistaken, that's every quest in Gower Plains, at least that we have
Really?
access to. Yeah, I think
Finally.
there's a couple more that'll pop up later. Alright.
So are we stopping for the night, or are we defeating that boss?
No, we're stopping for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Because part of it is, if we defeated the boss, then anybody watching the VODs to catch up would pretty much have to watch to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll be okay, but I try and organize things so that, like, if people do want to keep on top of things, they don't have to spend forever doing so. Yeah, that's it. That's my pendant. I'm so grateful. I don't know how to thank you. It's not even worth the EXP anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that about side quests. If you're gonna make me do them, keep the rewards the exact same. What the? Okay.
So you have to navigate all the way from the top, or no? There you
we go.
We might have to fight him though if you go right to the pit.
I don't think so.
It looks like it's in the center. Okay,
Yep,
no,
we're
up
good.
here.
Catching up with Wonder VODs. Ha, good joke. Well, truth. Oh yeah, all the new armor skins. We can take a look at that. Last thing. And then I'm gonna go chow down on food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, colony type 4, middle type.
Oh, I actually like the little goggles.
They're not terrible. But I almost kind of wish he wore them or something.
Those weird
Yeah, I hated those.
masks.
I had him wearing that for like most of my previous run, and it was awful.
I haven't really gotten that much more.
Here we go. This is a new one. Ooh,
Huh.
yeah, putting that on.
Do we have anything that matches
Look at that uniboob. Damn. I have no idea, but I'm just gonna have him wearing that anyway. Hey, the pants match. Or the
which
gloves
pant?
match.
Oh, the gloves. Yeah.
I am going to have Mecha Shulk.
I mean, I suppose those pants don't look terrible. Oh no, not that.
Bit of a shame we don't.
We don't have anything that really matches it now.
I mean, these will do.
I thought the white looked better.
Okay.
Are they too poofy?
Eh. Yeah, it blends better. And it works with the pants.
Did you have shins or anything? New or no?
Interesting question. Yes.
Whoa.
I am down with this.
Wait, so
Where's his feet? Who knows?
his feet is...
He's secretly a cyborg.
He's starting to go full mecha there.
I'm fine with this.
So you're just doing M100?
Everyone is mecha. Ooh, Titan pants.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of fit.
Eh. Oh, you have the M100.
Oh, did we never find the Titan chest?
Doesn't look like it. They're starting to get ridiculous. Whoa. That is insane.
I'm fine with these things. Here's the question. Oh, the leg art. I mean, obviously cleavage.
Really cleavage.
Yeah, but all of them were going to show off cleavage. What about
Not
this
that one. That is Renaissance Festival shelf boob right there. What are you laughing about?
Look at this window.
Like Even though that's showing off her full stomach, at least that covers her chest. Oh gosh.
Why?
That's like the inner boob. Okay, what's that? Her M100. Just really bright bracers? I mean, the Titans are pretty, but I like the white.
Yeah.
This
think
is
we'll
starting to
keep
look
her
like
out of that.
stuff out of Guild Wars.
Yeah. Let's see. What are the boots at the very least?
What are those? No.
Well, that's some things
Where are her feet?
elsewhere. What about guns? Ooh. Wow, look at that scope.
The scope is
I can
enormous.
see forever.
Well, it's going to be a telescope at that rate.
I am going to shoot the stars.
Wait, was that a brain rifle?
Yeah.
I like how you can see the cylinder at the very back.
Hmm.
See this, the energy cylinder?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, what are the hats?
One problem is it cuts her ether resistance pretty hard. Empress plate, but it requires heavy. You wear it?
Does she...
You can.
You can wear the Empress plate?
Yeah. Because here's the other reason why we were probably getting our butts kicked.
Mm-hmm. Oh, because you haven't actually... You haven't
Yeah.
given them the proper gear.
Oh, 60 damage back to the attacker. 12% chance of recovering 30 HP when attacked. That just doesn't sound very good.
I think it's funny how his M100s are the only boots with proper feet.
Yeah, that is weird. Okay. Well, shall we call it here?
Sure.
Because
Because you're just going to be upgrading everyone's
I'm
gear.
going to be
and then-
managing things.
then we'll
There's
do
no real
the
reason
boss
why I
fight.
should be streaming this, at least for right now. Thank you all so much for hanging out tonight. This is a really long stream, as usual, but I love Xenoblade, so I don't mind too much.
Mhm.
We'll probably do one more night of this tomorrow, and then take like a 2-day break so I can catch up on side quests. Because I don't think we're going to do any side quests tomorrow.